Let's go to page 458 and start with number 1. Okay, you have 81 to the 1/2 power. Okay, so this one, if you just make into, so right away the answer is 9, but if you want to, you can make this to 9 squared to the 1/2 power. Normally you want to bring it to the lowest base possible, but since this one you don't have to, sometimes you cannot kind of be familiar with the number, it kind of helps. So 1/2 power and 2 will cancel out, so it become 9. Okay, number 3. Okay, you got 49 to the negative 1/2 power. Okay, so make 49 into 7 squared. If you're not sure what to do, just make it the lowest base possible. But if you know what you're doing, you don't have to. Okay, so it's safe. It's safer to make it the lowest base possible if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so this will cancel out, so become 7 to the negative 1 power, and so this will become 1/7. Okay, number 5. You got 4 to the 3/2 power. Okay. So you can make into lower base possible. Right, 4 equal to 2 squared. And exponent of the exponent, you apply the power rule. So when you multiply, this becomes 2 to the 3 power. And so this becomes 8. Okay, so again, 2 to the 3 power means 2 times 2 times 2. Okay. Okay, number 7. You have 16 to the 3/4 power. Okay, so 16 is equal to 2 to the 4 power. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to do that, you just go off to the side, right? Do this. Okay, I can break it down. We did this before. Right, so this is equal to 2 to the 4 power, right? Okay. So now when you multiply this, become 2 to the 3 power, so it's equal to 8. Okay, number 9, you have negative 125 to the negative 1/3 power. Okay, so you have to be careful with the negative, okay? So we're going to have a negative 5 to the 3 power. So make sure you have the parentheses around the negative, okay? Now, the exponent is r, so in this case it doesn't matter, but if exponent is even, if you don't be careful with your parentheses, you can mess up on the sign, so just be careful. Okay. So now, this becomes negative 5 to the negative 1 power, and so when you flip it over, you get 1/-5. Number 11. Okay, you got 4 to the negative 0.5 power. Okay, so again, 4 equal to 2 squared. And so this becomes 2 to the negative 1 power. So it becomes 1. Negative 1 power means flip it over. Okay, number 13, you have negative 8 to the 2/3 power. Now you have to be careful now. Negative is not part of your exponent. So this exponent is only for the 8, okay, because there's no parentheses like number 9. So this one you have to make sure that 8 is 2 to the 3 power. The negative is not part of that exponent part, okay? Now if there's a parentheses, then it would be part of that the exponent part. Okay, so you keep your negative separate from this part over here. So this becomes negative 2 to the, this cancel out, so be 2 squared, and so this equal to negative 4. Now the negative does not square, right? Remember, exponent is only for what is immediately before it. So the square is only for the 2, not for the negative. Okay. Okay, number 15. You have 5 to the 1/3 power to the negative 3 power. Okay, so this would becomes 5 to the negative 1, and so this is equal to 1 over 5. Right? Again, negative exponent means you just flip it over. Okay, 17. Okay, you got 16 to the negative 5 power to the 1 over 20th power. Okay, so 16 is 2 to the 4 to the negative 5 power to the 1 over 20. So make sure you keep track with your parentheses. Okay, so let's go and do the inside part first. So this be 2 to the negative 20th power to the 1 over 20th power. And this will equal to 2 to the negative 1 power, so equal to 1 over 2. Okay, number 19. Okay, you have 9 to the 1/2 power plus 16 to the 1/2 power to the 2 power. Now you have to be careful, you cannot distribute this over the addition. Okay? You can distribute if it's a multiplication. So this one you have to simplify each part. Okay. So 9 is equal to 3 squared. Okay, and 16 is equal to, in this case, I don't want to make it into 2s. I'm going to just make it into 4 squared. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, making the lowest base possible. But if you do, you don't have to. Okay. So this will cancel, this becomes 3, and this cancel becomes 4. And so this becomes 7 squared. And so equal to 49. Okay. Okay, number 21. You have square root of x to the 3, y to the 5, and you want to write the exponential form, so it become x to the 3 over 2. All right, when you don't see an index over here, it means it's a 2. So y to the 5 over 2. Okay, 23. You got square root of a to the negative 2, b to the 3. Okay, again, that's a 2 over here, so it becomes a to the negative 2 over 2 become negative 1, 3 over, and this would be b to the 3 over 2. Okay? So again, negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. Okay? Okay, number 25. You have square root of a to the negative 2, b, and this whole parentheses to the 5 power. Okay. Well, first, let's going to apply this first. So this is going to be a to the negative 1, b to the 1/2. Okay, so that is the inside part, and raised to the 5 power. So you can do one step at a time. And then after you apply the power, so you got a to the negative 5, b to the 5 over 2. Okay. Okay, 27. Okay. Okay, first let's just going to do all this. Okay, so you're going to get 16 to the 3 over 4 power, right? 3 over 4. And you're going to get a to the negative 2 over 4. And you're going to get b to the, this is on the bottom, so it will be negative 6 over 4. Okay. Then after that, you have to go and simplify. Now the 16, I'm going to make into 2 to the 4. Right, 16 is 2 to the 4. And I can simplify as I go along. So this is a to the negative 1 over 2, b to the negative 3 over 2. Now the 4 and 4 will cancel out, so this becomes 2 to the 3 power. Okay, and this will equal to 8. And I can get rid of the multiplication sign. So a to the negative 1/2, b to the negative 3 over 2. Okay, so again, if you can make your number into the lower base and usually it works out pretty easily. Okay, so you got cube root of 4 times the cube root of 4. Okay, so you want to express this in the simplest radical form. Okay. So if you don't see it, what you do is you can break this thing down into the smaller parts. So this becomes cube root of 2, cube root of 2. This one will be cube root of 2, cube root of 2, right? Now notice the index is 3, means you need to get 3 of them to make into an integer. So this is equal to 2 cube root of 2. So again, index means how many radicands you need to make into an integer. Okay, number 31. You have cube root of 4 over 6 root of 2. Now this one, right now you cannot do anything to it because they have different index. Okay, so what you need to do for this kind of problem is you want to convert into exponential form and simplify, then switch it back into the radical form. Okay, so let's go and do one step at a time. So 4 equal to 2 squared. Okay, and so this becomes 2 to the 2/3 power, and this becomes 2 to the 1/6 power. And now when you have division, you have to subtract. Okay, again, this is your quotient rule, right? When you have division, you subtract the exponent. And so this becomes 2 to the 3/6 power. Okay, you can use your calculator to subtract that part. And this will equal to 2 to the 1/2 power, so this equal to square root of 2. Okay. Okay, number 33. You have the 10th root of 32 divided by 8th root of 4. Okay, so first, let's go and do this. Okay, so 32 is 2 to the 5 power, and 4 is 2 squared, right? So now you apply convert this into exponential form. This becomes 2 to the 5/10 divided by 2 to the 2/4, 2/8. Okay. And so when you simplify, okay, this is actually becomes 2. When you divide, you have to subtract, right? So 5/10 subtract 2/8. Again, you can use a calculator to do that. So this becomes 1/2 minus 1/4 to give you 1/4. Okay, and so this becomes 4th root of 2. Okay. Okay. Number 35. You have 4th root of 27 times 8th root of 9. Okay, again, if you're not sure what to do, first break it down into lowest base possible. So 27 is 3 cubed. Okay, 9 is 3 squared. And then after that, you're going to make into exponential form. Okay. And then after that, when you multiply, you have to add the exponents together. 2/8. Okay, and this becomes just, so when you add this, will equal to 1, right? So it'll be 3 to the 1, and so equal to 3. Again, I show a lot of little tiny details so you can follow what I'm doing. But as you do, you can skip some of the steps. Like you can go from here to here. You can skip. You can just go from here, and you just go straight to here already. Okay.